Hey guys, Jake from Sharp. Today we're taking a look at the Ittetsu X Hammer Honesuke in 150 millimeters. So like I said, this guy's gonna have 150 millimeter blade length, which is the standard for a Honesuke, and the overall length is going to be 288 millimeters. It's going to be made out of a steel called SLD, and if you've never worked with SLD, it's certainly on the tougher and more wear-resistant side of stainless steels. It's going to take a little bit longer to sharpen. In my experience, that being said, it's going to be really tough, and especially for butchery tasks that you'll be using a Honesuke for, it can be really helpful going around bones when you might hit them and you don't have to worry so much about it chipping. And it's going to be stainless clad as well, so this knife's going to be super easy to care for, especially with butchery tasks. They tend to get a little bit messier and you don't always have time to wipe down or hose down the whole station on your knife every 2 seconds. So great for things like that. I personally use stainless knives when I do my butchery work. It is going to be heat treated to a Rockwell hardness of 60. It is going to be 38 millimeters from the heel to the spine, and the scaling is going to be 2.8 to 3 millimeters here, so a little bit thicker, which is normal for a Honesuke because you kind of want that meat behind the edge to really make sure that it's a sturdy knife and you don't have to worry about bones that you're going to be so close to, especially with such an aggressive tip, which is great for getting into between those joints and things like that when you're breaking down animals. It is going to weigh 109 grams, and the X hammer refers to the die that they use when they hammer the sashimi pattern in there. Well, maybe not the biggest deal on a Honesuke. It will help with food release if you ever do use this as a petty or in place of that or something else. Handle is going to be made out of a wood called quince, and if you've never seen quince in person before, it kind of feels like a cross between ash and maple. Well, it has the grain pattern of ash, but a little bit tighter. It's going to feel a little bit harder like a maple, and it's going to have a pack of wood ferrule. Balance point is going to be right about there, right where the blade starts. Show you guys the profile of this. So slightly swept up and then with a very aggressive tip, which is quite normal for a Honesuke. Sometimes they'll be perfectly flat. I personally prefer them to have a little bit of curve to them for the longer slicing tasks, especially when you're breaking apart the larger muscles from each other. So one more time guys, this has been the Ittetsu X Hammer Honesuke in 150 millimeters.